How do you choose between chip EV and ICM in poker? Imagine you're sitting at a poker table, and the tournament is getting tight. You have a decision to make, but should you think about the chips you might win or the real money on the line? That's where understanding when to use chip expected value and when to relying on the independent chip model comes into play. Chip expected value, or chip EV, is all about the chips you stand to gain or lose based on the math of the hand. It's most useful early on or in the middle of a tournament when chips are roughly worth the same in terms of your chances of winning. If you see an opportunity to build your stack without much risk, chip EV guides you to take it. For example, if you have a strong hand and the potential to double up, going all in might be a good move because it increases your chips, which can translate into more chances to win later. On the other hand, the independent chip model, or ICM, is different. It converts your chips into dollar value based on the payout structure of the tournament and the other players' stacks. It recognizes that chips do not always have a linear value in tournaments. Doubling your chips near the payout bubble might not be worth much if losing means missing out on a guaranteed payout. ICM helps you see the real dollar risk involved in each decision. For example, calling an all-in with a hand that's slightly ahead might seem good in chips, but if losing means you drop out just before a payout, ICM suggests you should fold. So, how do you decide which to use? When you are early or in the middle of a tournament and your goal is to accumulate chips, chip EV is your go-to. It encourages aggressive plays that can help you build a bigger stack. But as you approach the payout bubble or the final table, ICM becomes more important. It helps you avoid costly mistakes that could cost you a significant prize. If you're close to a payout, preserving your tournament equity in dollars outweighs the short-term chip gains. In practice, experienced players switch between these two strategies depending on the stage of the tournament. They use chip EV to grow their stacks early and switch to ICM when the payout becomes a key factor. This balance helps avoid unnecessary risks near the money and maximizes their chances of finishing in a good position. To sum up, pick chip EV when you want to grow your chips and take risks early on. Use ICM when prize money and survival are more important, especially near payout thresholds. Knowing when to switch between these approaches is a key part of advanced tournament strategy.